Right then guys, March auction, good auction again, lots of interesting things, some stuff, some cars struggled, some cars really didn't struggle. Little Suzuki Jeep there, look, little SJ, little Samurai, no doubt arrived because we had one in the February auction, little white one,
yeah, the white one,
which was just stunning, it really was, and it romped on and did a load of money really for a little SJ Jeep. This one comes in with a 5,000-ish reserve, if memory serves, I'm going by memory here, and it did £14,000, similar sort of money to the white one. Lovely little Jeep, cracking little Jeep, not the best, but a very, very nice, smart, solid little Jeep. And it just goes to show, doesn't it, you know, you can't find them, they're not there, and when they come up in this condition, they do a lot of money, simple as that. Is it worth it? Probably not. There's obviously a couple of people out there, isn't there? There's more than a couple, because the white one did similar money last time, so there's obviously a handful of people out there who think it is worth it. Would you want one of them as opposed to a modern all electrified thing that's going to go wrong and all the rest of it? Make a lot of sense, don't they? You know, you can run it out of a little cantilever toolbox, can't you, for the rest of your life? So brilliant. So that one did really, really well. We were pleased with that. And then where are we? We got TR6 over there. That did really, really well. I think I was on the rostrum with that one. And again, for a non-overdrive car, that did really well. I think about 18, if memory serves. Did really, really well. So that surprised us all. Bond Bug, of course. Again, not the most usable, friendly.
It's a funny little thing, isn't it?
Quirky, aren't they? Yeah. They're just fun, aren't they? They're a smiley car. Whether you like them or not, it's a smiley car. And yeah, you can't help but that, can you? Just think, look at that. You know, would I want one? No. Would I want to go out in one? No. But do I like seeing them? Yeah. Just smiley car, good fun. And that did
11.1?
I think you did, didn't it? Yeah, 11 something. So again, did well for a little three-wheeler, didn't it? It's got a wheel missing. Was always going to cause big interest. Hillman GT. Apparently it was one of one more has come to light, so it's one of two that is known of, they say. Don't know. It's been in the museum down Gaydon, I think, museum, the main museum down there, for the last pushing a year. We did get it running. It's going to want some recommissioning bits and pieces, but a very special car. Did 15,750, if memory rings the bell, I think. I think it was 15 something.
14,750.
14,750, yeah. Well done, Tom. So again, for a Hillman, you know, did really, really well. So, but quite a special car. So that's about it for in this shed that was really special and stood out, I think. Then we had, what else did we have out here?
Is the Matra in this one, Paul?
The what, sorry?
Is the Matra in this one?
Yes, Matra. Yes, Matra, yeah. Little Matra. Yeah, there you go. I sold this. Yeah. I videoed it and then sold it, yeah. That's right. I was on the rostrum. It sold so well then, obviously. Well, obviously, I mean, little Matra. And you're going to tell me how much that did, because I can't remember.
11.5.
There you go, 11.5, and that was guided at
2 to 3.
Yeah, there you go. To be fair, I thought it was going to do sort of somewhere up 5,000 or 6,000 quid, because you can't find them, can you?
The 3 seats is quirky, isn't it?
I know, brilliant, aren't they? Yeah, absolutely great. Yeah, look at that. 3 in the front, boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Now, brilliant. And again, rare. Even rarer in that sort of condition. Again, not perfect, but a nice, usable, with a recommission, a usable example. It's done not a lot in recent times. BMW did well, came in to be sold. I collected it from Moulton, 2 BMWs, that being one of them, deceased estate, stood 10 years. I had a play about, got it running, so we could sell it as a runner. And it did 10 something, if memory serves.
Give me a second, I'll find
it. It did well for a car that, there you go, 10.4. For a car that's been stood for 10 years, did really well. The other one I think did 4.4, and we were sort of prepped up for a couple of grand on the other one. So both of them from the same stable did really well, like, yeah. So they did well. Right then guys, we are on to some star cars in here. Star cars in here. One of them did really well down there. We missed that. That did well for just a general runabout, you know. Couple of grand normally buys you one of them. I think that did 4.1, I think. So almost double where you would have expected it to be. 44,000 miles from new though. That's a lovely car and did really, really well. Tell me, Tom, remind me, did it do about 13?
Oh, it's like you know your stuff, innit?
Do you know why?
13.
Not that I do actually remember this stuff, but I was on the rostrum and I did a video and I'd conducted the auction of this one.
We'll just get you
Say
to do
no more.
all of them.
Say no more. And it's a lovely car.
From vendors now
So
for it to
let's not get overexcited. It is a lovely example. 4 or 5 grand buys you a good one. 13 buys you a stunner, you know. So there you go. It did really, really well. It really did. But obviously with my video and input, that made the difference. And then we go on. Oh, I tell you what else did really well. Showman's Caravan. Now, Showman's Caravan was one of a collection that I collected. That did really well. That did 21.
Yeah, 21.
21,
yeah.
Again.
All 3 of these.
I was on there. Showman's Caravan up here. Now, I collected these. Me and Ange did a recce to go to Hull and have a look at some circus stuff. That was what we were told. And Bangers and Cash organised it. So out we go. One Wednesday on her afternoon off. So I'll treat you, we'll have an hour out. So off we go, and we arrived at a little place in Hull, and there was that in the shed. And I'm not particularly into Showman stuff, but I love that, it's lovely. Yeah. That was in another garage, along with a little Robin and loads of quirky stuff, some little scale cars and stuff down there, which also did really, really well. If you cast your mind back, little Austin 7, did about 32 or 3,400 pounds. It wasn't a lot cheaper than a full-size one. Model A truck, similar, 3.5 grand-ish. And then fast forward to these. So we have a look round, we set on a figure. I would go back a week later, a few of us went back a week later to collect all this stuff, me, Mick, Charlie, and they put a couple of grand on this, on the reserve. Hang on, he might be in. He might. No, he's gone out. And so we get this out. It took us forever to get it out the shed. It took a little tractor, blah, 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 blah. And we bring it back. And it's gone up a couple of grand. And I'm thinking, you know, all that work, all that effort, thought we're going to struggle with this. And then Dave, I think, was selling this one. And it kicked off at about the figures that we started off talking about, and then it got up to 10, which was the couple of grand more than he thought, and then it just kept going, and it finished off at about 20?
18.1.
18.1, there you go. So it was give or take about £10,000 more than we spoke about weeks ago, but I'm really pleased because I got it wrong, and I like being wrong some days. I like being, oh, they've locked it. But if you bother to look in there, the work and the effort and the quality and everything else, bang on, absolutely brilliant. And that just shows that we're not always right, and we'll hold his hands up and say, got that one wrong, but normally for the right reasons, you know. So got it wrong, but it did really well. So that's brilliant. So for me, that was probably the star of the show for me, because I dealt with it from the off, and I hurt me back. And it took us an hour and whatever to get out of the shed. And
Mick's still asleep in there now?
And Mick, yeah, wake up. So, so there it is. So for me, that's probably the star of the show. It did twice what we thought and some, followed by the Rover. Oh my Lord, it just keeps going, doesn't it? That did more than we thought. Yeah.
I thought you were going to end up bidding on this Rover.
Oh, do you know what? Well, we haven't had a summer yet, have we? That's a bit Ripley there, look. We haven't had a summer yet whereby I've missed my Rover. But, again, look at that. You just park everywhere with the bonnet up, wouldn't you? Absolutely everywhere with the bonnet up. And proud as punch.
Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it?
Of that. So a special car, and let's be honest, it's arrived because my old yellow one did well, and then therefore that one's arrived, hasn't it? But just bear in mind, everybody, sensible reserve, sensible guide, rocketed. Sensible reserve, rocketed. Sensible reserve, rocketed. Some of the stuff that's got a big ticket and a big reserve, no sell.
Yeah, you've got to get people interested, haven't you?
You've got to get people interested, and the only way of getting interest is to have a sensible figure to start with, and then that gets your interest, and all you need is two, boom, 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 away you go, doddle in it. What could go wrong? So anyway, enough of me rabbiting. That's March's auction, and we'll see you all in April. Over and out.